Oh, thank you. Yeah, we have to record the meeting. We are recording the meeting, so if you guys don't want to, be recorded, you could leave, but you'll be all right. So without further ado, I'd like to hand it over to the FANHS Hampton Roads chapter president, Ray Obispo. In case you guys don't know who Ray is, Ray, we first met Ray at at 1994 was the video premiere, and he's a high school teacher. He didn't know nothing about Filipino American history, so we got him at the perfect age, where he started to learn from from FANHS. And throughout the years, he's founded the FAC, the Filipino American Cultural Society, FACS, at Salem High School, which is the longest running high school program in the country. He's been the FANHS trustee for over 20 years, and now he's our chapter president. So without further ado, Ray.
Hey, welcome everybody. Thank you, Alan, for that generous introduction. It's great to see a lot of my mentors here as well. One day we're going to see each other soon and relive the old times, and looking forward to new ideas and also new conversations. Welcome to FANHS Now. We've been using this platform to connect FANHS members from all over the country. And we recently had another meeting with FANHS presidents throughout the entire nation, which was a fruitful conversation that we're going to continue the ideas with today. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. I know folks are from Hawaii, from the West Coast, from the Midwest, and out here on the East Coast where it's 8:36 p.m. So hopefully you guys had a great 4th of July, and July 5th is now, and we are trying to move forward with FANHS. So thank you guys so much for being here today. As much as possible, please have your cameras on so we can start putting faces with names, since a lot of us don't know each other. It'd be great to kind of connect visually with the cameras on. And also when other folks are speaking, please be muted so there isn't any background noise. And let's have a great conversation. And we are very blessed to have Auntie Dorothy speaking with us today and sharing her thoughts about FANHS as it is now and how it's going to be in the future. So thank you guys so much. And let's give everyone a big round of applause for showing up today on July 5th for the FANHS Zoom. I'm ready for a great meeting. And Alan, you're up. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Before I introduce Auntie Dorothy, I have to ask, one of the questions people probably wanted to know is, when was the first time you met Auntie Dorothy? Okay, for me, it was 1959. I entered a folk dance class that was just being started by Auntie Dorothy and the Filipino Youth Activities of Seattle. And I was recruited to folk dance. And I was very clumsy back then. And I didn't have no rhythm, didn't know my left and right. And so she took the time out. She pulled me to the side and said, "Young man, this is your left hand, this is your right hand," and the beat goes. That's how I met Auntie Dorothy. So, Auntie Dorothy, you have the floor today. Last week, the chapter presidents aired out their expectations, or they answered the question, what does FANHS mean to you? So we would like to know from you, the founder of FANHS, what are your expectations for the members and especially the chapter presidents? So Auntie Dorothy, you are on now at FANHS Now.
Where is she?
Alan, she has to turn the mic on.
Yeah, she's working on it.
Where is she?
Yeah, I had a chat with Auntie Dorothy. She was saying that she had a loaner computer from one of the chapter members in Seattle, and it kind of goes in and out. So maybe we should take up a collection and let's buy Auntie Dorothy an up-to-date, laptop computer. So when she comes into Zoom, there'll be limited technical difficulties like logging on. And I would entrust, we put up a fund. John Ragutis would take care of it. He's probably the most trusted Seattleite I know. John Ragutis. John,
Hey,
would
Alan?
you volunteer to help with that hardware for Auntie Dorothy?
Hey, man, no
Alan,
problem.
Alan, Alan, Auntie Dorothy has actually a new iPad that she hasn't opened yet. She has been using that old one and got used to it.
Well, I'm just saying, we don't know. Well, all I know is she's having a hard time. I talked to her, she said that I guess whatever she uses, she's having problems with it. So it would be good that some of the Seattle people help her out and we could donate some of the funds and we'll give it to John. So next time we see Auntie Dorothy, she'll be in on time. So I guess with that said, until Auntie Dorothy, logs in, let's continue on the agenda. Barbara, you're up. We'll talk about the FANHS National Conference in Seattle and take it from there.
Oh.
Barbara Bergano
Okay.
is
Yeah,
my sister.
it's
Hold on, I'm introducing you. Okay, Barbara Bergano is my
go ahead.
younger sister. I've known her all my life. She has been involved in FANHS, I'd say for the last 5 or 6 years, but she's always been interested or involved with Auntie Dorothy, the whole crew in Seattle, God, since birth. So she's the conference chair. So it's a tough job, and she's going to shed some light. And if you go into the handout on conference update, let me see if I could share the screen. And where is she? Oh, that helps. Here we go. So Barbara, you could talk from there. I got the attachment up, and Seattle FANHS National Conference.
Okay, thank you, Alan, and thank you for the invite to speak to all of you this evening. And I just wanted to just briefly highlight some of the things that we've accomplished so far with the conference. Seattle University is the conference venue that we picked for the 2022 conference. And the reason why we picked that is because it's very close to FANHS National Office. It's like about half a mile away, 3 minutes by shuttle. So it'd be very advantageous, especially now when the office has moved from the first floor down to the basement. So everything, the archives and the actual office is all in one floor. And the second reason why this site was collected, because in Seattle, when we had the Far West Convention, Seattle University was a historic site, a historic moment, because that was the birth of the Filipino American Civil Rights Movement. Auntie Dorothy was a project director, or the program director for the youth director, excuse me, for the FY activities. And this was her brainchild at the time. And what happened was, because of this vision that she had for Far West Convention, it mobilized close to 450 people up and down the West Coast, Guam, Hawaii, and Alaska to come to Seattle at that time. And we just forged a very unique unity amongst a lot of different people. And a lot of those people are still with us here today with FANHS. Another thing is that our opening reception is going to be at Immaculate in the Jean Moran Hall, the same time where there's going to be tours conducted at the FANHS archives. So you have a chance to meet and greet people, see people you haven't seen in a long time since we've been in the pandemic, and be able to see the archives in its brand new form. We are in the process now of negotiating final costs with Seattle University, and the plan is to have about 4 shuttle buses to go back and forth from SU and the archives going back and forth, so that there wouldn't be too much problems for some of our seniors to go back and forth to SU and to to the archives. Just very briefly, the conference theme is FANHS 40, past, present, and future. Auntie Dorothy approved this description on May 31st. Some of the other remaining tasks include having the call for proposals, which we had scheduled for September 10th, 2021. The deadline for that submission is January 5th, 2022, which may be extended to February 1st. The discussion of the proposals is scheduled for February 19th. Then final selection is completed and presented by March 4th, 2022. The program committee has coordinated with our technology committee, and we're going to doing all our registrations, hopefully with the WOVA application. And I think Auntie Dorothy may be online right now. So should I stop Ellen and have her continue?
Keep going to go to pre-conference tours.
Okay, so what's really important are the dates. So the dates are August 11th to August 13th, 2022. We were trying to get a count of how many people we can reasonably expect so that we can negotiate costs and figure out pricing and whatnot. So I would really, really appreciate from all of you if you would respond to this question. Alan, how do you want to, respond to this question and by responding by these questions that I have listed here. And if you would send that to the email address that's listed below, it's called Seattle FANHS National Conference @gmail.com, and to reply by July 19th, 2021. So the first question is, how many members plan on going to the conference? How many members plan to stay on Seattle University campus, so we can figure out how many dorms rooms that we need to reserve. There are pre-conference tours scheduled from August 8th through 10th, and the following arrangements are being made for these tours. One is from Bremerton to Bainbridge. The second one is Yakima Valley, Snoqualmie Casino, and then the historic tour of Seattle on the third one. The other question there is, how many members are interested to attend all three? How many members are interested to attend two? So all we're doing is trying to calculate costs so that we're better prepared to give, we'll have a better idea how many people are interested in doing this and how much everything is going to cost everybody. So if you please respond to that, that would be great. July 19th, 2022 to Seattle FANHS National Conference @gmail.com. Okay. The conference registration, we plan to have an early bird registration from October 1st to December 1st, because we have to guarantee some dorm rooms in fall quarter at SU. So the survey that the questions that Alan has posted up, that's needed very quickly, so we can send them back to SU. I think that's about like the highlights of everything that needs to be accomplished at this time. Alan, do you want to, I can turn it over so that Auntie Dorothy can speak now.
Yeah, that's fine. We could hold off questions until Auntie Dorothy's finished. So Auntie Dorothy, are you ready to take over? Can you hear us? Auntie Dorothy? You unmute.
What happened?
I think we lost her again.
Lost her again.
Her video.
Come on, Seattle, you all need to step up and get her, you know. Aren't you guys like had this thing called Microsoft back there? Or is it like
I have Alan, let me respond to Evelyn's question in chat.
Oh,
Evelyn, if you looked at your invite to this Zoom meeting, Evelyn, hello?
Oh, forget
if you
it.
if you look, I'm trying to respond to the question that you had in chat.
Auntie's trying to get on, I think.
And
I hear her. Sorry.
That was my question asking about the.
Can I say something? You're
Yes, Auntie, you have the floor.
Evelyn, if you look in the invite, there is a link to the questions.
Alan, I'm
And you could see
here.
that.
I'm leaving. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow. God damn it. What happened?
She was trying to speak and
Hello.
Yeah. Where is
No.
she?
We can get her on the phone for this conference if necessary.
Alan, this is Ben. Have Auntie Dorothy use her cell phone if her cell phone can go on the Zoom, and just use audio so we can hear her voice. Otherwise, I think if she tries to use her computers, she may have a bad or a very poor Wi-Fi. That's why she probably having a hard time getting on.
I heard her, but people were talking over her.
Yeah, I couldn't hear her. Alan, did you want to try and get a hold of her on the phone?
Auntie, you're on now.
I think she's still on.
She's still on. I can see her.
Yeah.
It looks like her screen is frozen, so that could be that's why she can't get on. Her Wi-Fi may be freezing up on her.
It's probably a really bad connection or slow. So yeah, that's probably why you're seeing that.
So Arnell, why don't you run over there and help her out on this?
I asked if they would fly me over to Seattle. I said, sure. That's the phone number to call in from Tacoma or the Tacoma area. There's a bunch of numbers in the Zoom invite that allow you to call in, and some of them will work. Thanks, Dan. Yeah, I actually put in just a brief question, Barbara, about the questions. Are those, that sounds like it's for the chapter, the entire chapter, or for every person who's attending? Because it sounded like you're phrasing it for like
okay. Arnell, can you hear me? Arnell?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
We can hear you.
Okay. That was some confusion made on that. Apparently, when the invite or the response or the invites went out, there was some confusion, like it's supposed to be the chapter presidents or is it supposed to be members? But apparently, it's at this point, it's like anyone who's seen this. If there's chapter presidents here, I would say chapter presidents, if you could get your members to respond and then you collect those and then you can send them to me, that would be great. If there's individuals here, like any of the trustees, if you are here, then you can respond directly to the email account. We're just trying to get as many people to respond so that we could get some estimates.
Yeah, Barb, that's
Does that help?
right. Because some people are not members of a chapter, so they can respond individually. But we will try to get the chapter president to give.
Okay, she's there. She's muted, but she's there. You see her?
Yeah, she's ready.
She's ready. Unmute.
Oh, Auntie Dorothy.
Unmute.
Yeah.
Can someone help you unmute? She walked away.
She got up and left.
Oh man, she's frustrated.
I wonder if she has her, I know. I don't know if she has her
Phone. Yeah.
her hearing aids on too. I
Oh.
don't know.
Oh, that too. Oh.
It's coming back.
All right, here she is, she's back.
Hey, Auntie, you're on now.
Well, you know what?
Here
There's
you
a lot
are.
of there's a lot of misinformation that just went out. I'm really disturbed. Let me explain to you. This is the 40th anniversary of FANHS. For me, it was really important for it to turn out really good. Barbara, we spoke this morning, and what I said, anyway, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send a letter to all of you, put down everything I was going to say to you today. I'm really frustrated because this machine keeps going on. And I know you guys want to talk to each other. That's fine. I would love to talk to all of you. I haven't met many of you, haven't seen you. A lot of guys really don't understand what FANHS is all about. I just, I think at this particular moment, I have a sense of frustration. This is going to be a very important conference. And I don't know where this is my last hurrah. It may not be. I may live to be 100. I'm in really good health, even though I'm 85 or 89. It's just that there's so much that FANHS has to do. And I don't even understand if you guys even understand what are the missions of FANHS. And I don't think you even understand why we started. It wasn't serendipity. One day we said, oh yeah, let's have a historical society. It didn't happen that way. There were many things that took place. So I know I'm off there now again. I just don't know. My machine goes off and on and everything. But the whole thing is the conference isn't going to be, and this whole thing about the National is handling the proposals. And I think Seattle chapter understands that. And we're sending out these things. The letters will be sent out by the late August, and you have until next year to respond. And we're going to try and jam it. And the thing that I'm cautioning everybody is nobody, as far as we're concerned, is a superstar who's going to get a whole hour and a half to themselves, because we anticipate many people coming in. Many of you are going to have to do together. Over the next few months, I'm going to be sending you some information on history. I would like, because it's the 40th anniversary, I think it would have been really great if we could get information about every area in this country, the history from that district, not just the West Coast, not just the East Coast, but all the hinterlands, you know, what happened in Arizona? Was there a history there? Was there a history in one little town somewhere else? You know, where all you guys are, in North Carolina, these things. And I know people were there because when we were collecting back 50 years ago, before FANHS was created, and you have to understand, FANHS was created because my other agency sent a grant in to NAH to gather the history of both Filipinos and Koreans, because at that time, in the 70s, we were the largest agent. Okay, am I off again? So,
You're on still.
You know, it's just that I don't even know why I was supposed to talk to you guys
today.
I feel that the chapters really should talk to each other. But I think when you guys talk to each other, there should be right information given.
Yeah, that time she froze up.
Okay. Do we just wait or now?
It's up to you guys. I mean, it's really just it's a connection issue. It's not more than anything else. It's a connection issue. So.
Office died. I mean, everything's dying.
Oh, there you go.
Here.
It came back. Yeah,
so,
see.
Well, I don't know. When I was talking,
we lost you for a minute there.
Yeah, that's right. When I was giving some really good stuff too, unfortunately. Yeah, bad, so sad. Yeah, and I can't reproduce it. I've been trying the last week to find out how cheap we can be on this conference. Because when you plan a conference, you do certain things. How much is it going to cost? You know, and with me, I've always been bare bones. You understand. We started in 87, and we only charged $25 to come to the conference then. I'm clear. I don't know if you guys understand what's happening at National. I have to move from my office from 2 rooms down to 1 room. I have to shoehorn 2 rooms into 1 room. And in doing so, I've got to go through, many of you don't even understand how vast our collection is. I just had a young man come in he and his wife came in from San Jose on Friday, and I took him on a tour. And I asked him what I always ask a lot of people when they come for the first time. Okay, be really honest with me. How much did you think you would find here? I said, did you think it'd be 3 or 4 file cabinets? And he said, yeah, I thought around 5. We're talking 57 file cabinets, 4 drawers. We're talking boxes on top of those file cabinets. We're talking things on the floor in the thing. We have so much stuff. We have the history of our people in this country. And you know, the thing when I go through this thing, many of you guys now, some of you weren't even born when I started to do research back in the 70s, you know? And no, some of you were, like Ellen and Edwina and some of those guys, they're pushing 60. But the thing is, you are going to be the ones who are going to take over FANHS. More than the trustees. The trustees are supposed to only be there for 6 years, but the chapters are there forever, hopefully. And you are gathering the information that we always wanted, which is the local history and the history of Filipinos in all these regions throughout the United States, which we don't have. And I think it would be really good if we would have sessions. What I'm looking at right now, and that's where we're taking time on what do we want people to present. Some of you won't even have to do a paper. We just want you to share experiences in round tables, and not just it isn't just you guys preaching to the, you know, to people who are just like you. We want you to sit with other people from other parts of the country and see how many shared experiences you have. Are you first generation, second? Are you 5th generation? You know, are you mestizo? Are you full-blooded? All these different things. This is the Filipino American history that.
Oh, freezing up. Oh.
Alan, maybe we can ask Auntie just to go on audio. That way we reduce the freezing.
All these different things.
Oh.
There's so much history that's out there, not just diddly squat, aren't you kind of thing. The thing is, I want you, all of you, not just to come and know your history, I want you to learn other people's history. One of the reasons we started FANHS was because the NEH grant that I wrote, and Edwina was my intern then, we ran out of money. We changed the administration from Democratic Jimmy Carter to Republican Ronald Reagan, and they killed all minority and women's research projects. And so the last newsletter that I did for my project back in 1982, I put a slip of paper in and I said, does anyone want to join a historical society? We had collected in 2.5 years, several hundred oral histories, both Filipino and Korean, around 2,500 old photographs and some documents. We did lectures all over the country, and we developed a network throughout the country because we weren't just doing it from Seattle. There were people from California, New York, the Midwest, Hawaii, Alaska. And it was just the tip of the iceberg. And we realized that it took us, in the beginning, we were meeting in my house. It took us around 3 years to get a 501c3. The trustees didn't start until 1986. We had our first conference in 1987. And then we had the second conference, which really changed things in Hawaii, because that was the start of the first settlement. We took a trip before the conference proper, and that's a real tour. This was a tour, bar none. It was the best tour. We took a tour on a boat that was only supposed to hold 35 people, and I told Marina, tell them we're little people, and we equal 1.5 of white folks. So we got 50 folks on there. We traveled through the Mississippi, lower Mississippi, into Barataria Bay, and the white historian who was with us pointed to these pilings way over there, and he says, over yonder are the remains of Manila Village. It had been destroyed in a hurricane. And then on that boat were people who had come from Chicago, St. Louis, because they read an article that Fred had put out in Philippine News, and they came just out of curiosity. But something like that, when they finally saw a physical part of our history, just pilings in Barataria Bay up by the shoreline, we got some of the best people. And
Okay.
oh,
She'll be back. Okay, where is she?
No. Well,
Yeah, turning off the video for each of us doesn't help her connection, unfortunately. I wish it would.
yeah.
Hmm. Is she disconnected there, Arnell?
She's still logged in to Zoom.
Okay.
That's why you can see her, but her connection is so slow that it's waiting for a response and it's not
Okay.
getting anything basically right now. That's what's happening. It's slow or just not even popping up.
Well,
so that from now we'll be
there
able
she
to
comes.
say, oh my God, I didn't know that history. You know, that's what I'm saying. The tours are good in Seattle, that's fine. You know, in the Northwest, that's great. But I think what you really should do is look forward to see what is it that you're going to learn, and then take back to wherever you live and share that history with your people, and to see how the connections are. Are there tangents? Are there points that are the same? You know, our experiences. One thing that we have to talk about,
What?
one of the things that we were driven by in the very beginning was, were you discriminated against? You know, I know there's just so much. I don't know, Alan, you wanted me to talk, you probably are pissed off because I'm talking too much.
No.
But
Oh, the floor is yours.
things, it's just that the whole thing, understand, you guys, we have 13 months before the conference. So don't think that we're going to give you all the information, blah, 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 in the next 2 weeks. It ain't going to happen. We will give you the information as best we can, and it's going to be driven by both national, it's our birthday, and Seattle chapter who's taking the lead on it. And Barbara and I will meet before she has her operation, so we will get plank everything down, and then it'll be the real thing. So you just be a little bit patient, okay? And the thing is, and this is the thing, I don't know if you understood what we were trying to do, because there is a thing, we're not a really rich organization. And the reality is we have to pay 80% upfront. And I was saying one of the ways that we can get some of the money upfront, besides hopefully waiting for some money to come through donations or some kind of grants, is to offer our members only an early bird discounted registration with a limited time for it. And so we have to come up with some money, at least we try. We'll negotiate with Seattle Youth. So they did give us a break the last time. And
Well,
Where is she?
Dan did turn off her video to help, but it's still a slow connection. So even with the audio through the internet is still slow for her. So if you wait a second, she'll come back in.
Okay.
Maybe whoever's in her house needs to turn off the TV or anything else that's draining the internet.
Believe it or not, the main thing that would block your internet in your house is a microwave. If it's not shielded well, it will block your internet connection.
Wow.
no kidding. Wow. I
It's
never knew
Wi-Fi. If it's
that.
Wi-Fi, yes, Wi-Fi 5 gigahertz. I mean 2.5 gigahertz. I think whatever. It's not 5. It'll
2.4 gigahertz.
Yeah, 2.4. Thanks, Dan.
Well,
It happens in my house. I know that for a fact.
She's gonna come on in a second there, Arnell.
I'm hoping so. Oh, she got muted again there, Dan. I think we lost her that time.
She's showing as muted on both audio and video.
Yeah.
Okay. It's only 9:12.
Hey, can you guys hear me? Damien.
Yeah, Damien.
Can you give me the number where my mom can just phone in?
Try that one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There it is. Yep.
It's in the chat, Damien.
253?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a Tacoma number in the Zoom link. I thought that would be the closest one to you guys. Since
Okay, can you give that number to me again?
yeah, it's 1-253-215-8782. It's in the chat.
Okay, hold on here. 253-215-8782.
got it.
Mom, did you hear that? Yeah. Let me mute me.
Are you in the same? Are you on the same internet connection?
Well, I'll give you in a second. So.
Now, would moving the rabbit ears work?
Adding foil, yes. I'm old enough to remember the foil. On the back of my TV.
It says, you want to know what's interesting, Damien? I've been trying to get on.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
There she is.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, good.
I am. I will.
You're on.
That's right. Well, give me the number again.
Sure, it's 235 253. Sorry, I'm inverting. 215-8782.
253
215-8782.
Yeah, okay, I got that.
Okay.
I got it. Mhm. I got it. Two.
We
Okay,
do.
thank
We
you.
have right now. We only have one person on the cell phone calling in. You'd be the second.
Hopefully that number works.
It was on the invite. Yeah, thanks, Dan.
One,
Can
five.
you can you tell her that all the information for the invite is on the email? That includes the phone numbers and any
Yeah,
IDs.
yeah,
Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you, Dorothy. Auntie Dorothy.
I can hear you guys, and I'm trying like heck.
Not
No,
a problem.
I was cursing like a sailor a few minutes ago.
We're just feeling bad because we want to be able to hear you and you have a lot.
Well, that's fine. You really missed a really good session. I was talking to myself.
The best ones are that way.
Okay, two.
Okay.
I don't know about a lot of you guys, but I work at home and I do talk to myself a lot too. So
I always talk to myself. I enjoy my company. Seven, 82. Hopefully, this is it.
okay.
We can hear.
What? I can't get in.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Just talk.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Wait a
yes,
minute.
yes.
Okay, I'm forgetting the phone then. All right. So I don't know what you heard me say. I don't want to be redundant.
You went through New Orleans and I think I forgot where you left off.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Yeah.
I think Joni wants to hear it from the beginning.
No.
I'm not going to do it again, for Christ's sake. No.
He doesn't need to hear
We
that.
have limited time. Limited.
No. What I was, okay, tell me for sure. You know, I tried to get in, but it says you cannot start your video because the host has stopped it. So it wasn't from me, it was from you. You knocked me out. Yeah, there's a message there. So I'm not going to touch it, as long as you hear me. I don't need.
Go ahead.
Hey,
Now what? Oh. Phone? Is the phone up?
I can't turn it off. It wasn't me.
Well.
Yeah.
And there's someone who called in 1313 number. They're still on.
Right.
Yeah.
I still there.
Yeah.
I think that's Emily.
Okay, well, what is it you want me to say, Alan?
Auntie,
What?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
No, Auntie. Can you hear me, Auntie?
Apparently, when I gave it, wasn't on at all.
Can you hear us?
So, huh?
Can you hear us?
I hate to come out like I'm not senile, you know. I'm very alert.
No, we know that. Can you hear us?
Well, it doesn't come out like this. It seems like, oh God. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe I don't even know who I'm talking to. You know, that I would have loved to have seen everybody. Can you do me a favor? Can you just have people tell me who they are, who's listening? So I don't want to be, if they're all people that I know this thing, then I'm not going to say anything. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll ask for volunteers. If you don't know Auntie Dorothy, introduce yourself. Come on now.
Hello.
Everybody met Auntie Dorothy.
I
I
have.
hope they're not.
Hello,
Pardon?
Dorothy.
Yes.
My name is Anthony Zigane. I live in Salinas, California,
Okay.
and
From what part of California?
Central California, Monterey Bay
Okay.
area.
Oh, okay. You're the president.
I am. No.
Okay. Then I know who you are. Right. Okay. All right.
Who else?
Are you in
Hi,
Seattle
Auntie
right now?
Dorothy.
Huh?
My name is Sharon Hoffman, and I live near Yosemite.
Oh,
Really? So
Yeah.
are you from Utah?
No, California.
Oh, California. I flunked my geography. Okay. Sorry.
I'd love to learn about you and FANHS.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi, Auntie Dorothy. This is Saul from Hawaii.
Saul.
Yes, Saul.
From Hawaii.
Hello po, Tita. This is Anthony Pabellano, volunteer at the FANHS chapter in Houston, Texas.
Wow. Hi.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to follow up with Anthony. This is Pinky from the president of the Houston, Texas chapter. Hi, Auntie Dorothy.
Hi. Okay. You guys are next after Seattle.
Yes, we are. We've got big shoes to fill.
You're right.
Who else?
I know that.
I think that's it. Everybody else is the old folks. This
Everybody left?
This is Ben Menor. I know you don't remember me, but I used to hang out with Alan when he was young.
Laughing.
Actually, our participants have been increasing as this has been going on. So we're up to 40 now. So it's pretty cool.
Wow.
Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna call on people that I don't know and just say hi to Auntie Dorothy, okay? Deb Gomez, where are you from? And say hi.
Afternoon, I'm Deb Gomez from Arizona. I used to be a member of Alaska, and I have 2 memberships, both in Arizona and Hawaii. And
Wow.
yes, I have been to several FANHS conferences, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Hi, Auntie Dorothy, we love you.
Keep going, Alan.
Okay, here's somebody I haven't seen and heard from a long time. Hopefully she's gonna say something. Meg Thornton, are you there, Meg? Can you say hi to us, Meg? She didn't want to say hi. Meg Thornton, unmute and say hey. Hi, Meg.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Auntie Dorothy. This is Meg Thornton over in Los Angeles. I'm a FANHS national member and a founding president of FANHS Los Angeles chapter.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. Good to see you.
Okay, let's see, who else don't I know? Let's see, let's try this, Xenia Diente. Did I say that right? Xena?
Yes, you did. Hi, everybody. Hi, Auntie Dorothy. This is Xenia. I'm calling in from the New York or the Metro New York.
Oh, good.
I'm a member.
Oh, good. Good to have you.
Thank you.
Okay, let me see. Who don't I know in here? Is it Sylvia Strickland? Oh my goodness. Unmute and say hey to everybody.
Hi, Dorothy. I'm right there with you in age.
Where are you from?
Where are you from? Sylvia.
Oh, Alan's world.
Alan's world.
Not on this earth.
I don't know you. You need to step up, say your name, where you from, and tell them how old you are and your favorite color.
Well, we have a quick one, Hampton Roads chapter, Virginia Beach, Virginia. I like black and white. I'm an artist, too much color.
There you go. Okay. Let's see. How about an oldie but goodie? Mr. John Ragutis.
What up, Alan? Hi, Ninang. This is your godson, John.
Okay.
I'm
gonna
from
take this two
Seattle, and
more,
I'm
and then
a-
we're gonna wrap this up. Auntie Dorothy, you still there?
Hello.
I think
still there.
We lost her again.
Oh.
You get to meet any of us?
Oh, no.
Well, I know we could probably give her the recording,
Okay.
but it's already 5:20. Is that no 6:25? We got 5 minutes left to respect everybody's time. I'm going to turn it over to the membership committee, who is going to take you and wrap up this whole session. So, Patricia Brown,
Terry.
the floor.
Terry first.
Or
Terry,
whoever,
the
you
chair,
Terry Torres.
our chair.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Hey, hi, I'm Terry Torres. I'm from the Stockton chapter, and then also a trustee. And I'm part of the membership committee. And our task is to get all the chapters on the same page on how to report your membership, how to let FANHS know how many people are actually in the organization, since we've grown so big over time. And so that's the things that we're going to try and tackle before the next conference. And so we will decide. We decided to have a chapter president or representative, the people who need to know about how to do your membership, how to get it across. The second Monday of every month at 6 o'clock, I'll send out a Zoom link for it so that it doesn't get buried. We'll try and tackle a topic a month. Right now, I think our first topic will be basically, here you heard what Dorothy's concerns are about how chapters should be handling because the main focus is to get the history in your area. So we'll talk about those main concerns really quick, because there's different ways that obviously that everybody's been doing it, but the main thing is building your membership, keeping the chapter alive, and hopefully we can all work together to keep going for another 40 years. And so I'll send out a link, or maybe a questionnaire if we think we need a questionnaire. I'll try and do all that tomorrow. So the 12th, July 12th at 6 o'clock Pacific time. So, adjust your schedules. And you don't have to go, but we do want the chapters to be the, input. We need their input. Otherwise, how are we going to know what you guys want to see and what you want to do and how you want to handle your membership? How do you want to report it? Because FANHS needs to know who belongs to this organization, So especially when conference comes along. So anyway, that's all.
Terry, I want to say something. I'm Edwina. I'm part of the membership. And I just wanted to say that so is Patricia Brown too, from Hawaii. We want we welcome all the chapter presidents to be
Karen.
And Karen, I'm sorry, Karen. I didn't mean to not Karen. Anyway, we just wanted to say hello and please to join us. This is a way that this is the first time ever that we're having anything like this, and we look forward to hearing from chapter presidents. So please participate.
Hi, everyone. This is Patricia Brown. Hi, Saul. I see Vicki and Lourdes. And hello, Arizona. Really quick, Alan, I wonder if we have enough time that you could read everybody's name so we all know who's here.
We only got 1 minute left. They can watch the recording.
Can you read 40 names in 1 minute?
I just did.
It's in
Or
the
just click
recording.
on the participant list and you'll see everyone's
That's
name.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. Can everybody else do that too so that they can see who's here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
If anybody wants to be on the FANHS and Beyond blog that's been up since 2008, and it's also linked to the FANHS national website. Please just email me news. A lot of you are on there, your chapters are on there. There are videos from FANHS Now.
Excuse me, who are you anyway? Introduce yourself.
I'm Joni Cordova. Auntie Dorothy says she met me as an infant when she was pregnant with Damien.
That's way back.
And my cousins had to listen to, they made me play my accordion for them and they wanted to roll on the floor laughing. Okay. No, actually, Uncle Fred tells all the past officers to say they're emerita.
Exactly.
And exactly what are you emerita of?
FANHS National President Emerita, active in, I was part of the founding of FANHS Sacramento, FANHS New England, and I'm still active in FANHS Pennsylvania, and we have an event with Judy Pataxel next month.
And you're zooming in from the Philippines.
Yes, and we're not discussing exact locations because of human rights issues.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Ellen, I think Auntie Dorothy's on.
Yeah.
Auntie Dorothy?
Nina?
Well, yeah, well, one day I'll get to meet all of you face to face, probably next year. And would you all do me a favor? As I'm going through the two rooms and all of the file cabinet, I find that I have nothing on the new, or very little on the new chapters. You're sending it to somebody else, to trustees. We're the national office. We should be receiving information because 20 years from now, it's going to be at national. And so it would really behoove you, if you want to be included in the future, to send us information. And I would prefer it, if it's hard copy, if you do it, because then we'll file it. And okay, I mean, that's, if it's hard, you can call me up and I'll type it out. You're telling me these things, but we really need to do something. You know, I need to have information from all of you. And I don't know if you heard what I was saying when I was getting very emotional in the beginning, but maybe you'll hear what I'm going to say in Seattle, 2022. And Alan, I'm not leaving in 2022 unless you have plans that I know nothing about. So
I think
anyway.
Emily wants to say something to you also.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Anyway, because it's going to take time to train somebody.
Okay.
There's lots of information in the office that needs to be taught to people. So anyway, that's from national. Okay.
Emily?
Hi. I think Emily's here. Somebody,
You can unmute.
okay. Is Emily going to say something?
Emily, I think you need to unmute yourself.
Hi, this is Emily Lawson. I'm FANHS National President. I'm calling in on the phone from Fort Worth, Texas. So I'm like Auntie Dorothy. I can't see any of you. So I really appreciate you all saying hi and telling us who you are, and welcome to those who I haven't met before or cannot see. I want to thank FANHS Now and the Hampton Roads chapter and the membership committee for hosting this gathering, as they did last week as well. And I want to thank them for taking up the charge of being active and meeting with chapter presidents or the representatives every month, so that you know that the trustees' door is open. I want to also welcome you all and invite you all to keep up with the FANHS-Seattle.org website, because that's where the Seattle chapter and national will be posting all of the conference information for 2022. Okay, So all of that official conference information will come from National and the Seattle chapter when it's ready. I want to invite all the chapter presidents or your representative to the next trustees meeting on Sunday, July 25th. We meet every quarter, and this particular meeting will have a full report from Barbara Bergano, the conference chair, and we'll also have the History Month theme committee, or the History Month committee discuss the theme for 2021. So thank you all. Thank you for your fantastic work, and I hope to see you in 2022.
Okay.
Thank you, Emily.
Thank you. Okay, at this time, we're gonna call this meeting adjourned. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your time. And whoever's recording, it unrecord or is it not recording? But anyway,